why social media has become so big.
With the recent Amber Alerts going national, many are wondering how to more closely monitor their children's social media activities. More on that story on Eyewitness News at 6, starting now.
With coverage you can count on, this is Channel 3 Eyewitness News at 6.
Good evening. We begin with breaking news out of Whitfield County, where a body has been found. I'm Cindy Sexton.
And I'm David Carroll. The Whitfield County Sheriff's Office says they have found a female's body in the parking lot of a closed business located at the intersection of Campbell Road and Chattanooga Road in Tunnel Hill. Now, the name of the woman and cause of death are unknown, still being investigated. We have a crew on the way, and we'll let you know what they find.
Tonight, we're learning why seat belts will not be added to school buses in the bill that was being considered in Tennessee.
And it's been 3 months since State Representative Joanne Favors of Chattanooga filed the bill, which would add seat belts to new school buses. But that proposal hit a speed bump when lawmakers couldn't decide who would pay. Channel 3's Tanisha Cordell tells us what happens next.
It's been an emotional process for parents who hoped this bill would bring peace and, most importantly, safety precautions after last year's Woodmore bus crash. We spoke with one mother who says this isn't the news she was expecting. Alexandria Frazier has pushed for seat belts on school buses since the day she got the phone call that changed her life. She says learning it would be another year until the bill is taken up again was frustrating at first.
I was kind of angry with it because I feel like it's kids. We shouldn't have to wait on safety of children. State Representative Joanne Favors tells Channel 3 that putting the seatbelt bill on hold was not easy, but time ran out in this year's legislative session. She says the delay will help cut the cost of school bus seatbelts and get more support, a decision Frazier says she understands.
A year is enough time for everybody to kind of process the accident and begin to move forward from it and actually take a look to see, like, unless we do something about it, what if it happens again?
Attorney C. Mark Warren agrees.
The bill starts 2019 anyway, so Joanne Favors was smart enough to actually build in there a year processing so we can get it passed next year and get it still hit the July 2019 date.
Warren says the amount of controversy surrounding the bill was surprising, but he still has hope for next year.
Now we know the politicians on the Finance Committee. Now we find out who's up for re-election. Now we campaign for or against somebody in the future. That's the only way that we can wait for a year, is to stay busy for a year.
Frazier says support from the community is what has motivated her push for change.
It's just an amazing feeling for me personally, because I committed since day one that what those kids went through that day, should no parent have to feel it ever again.
Favors tells us she will revive the bill in next year's legislative session. That's when the bill will be guaranteed to go before the Finance Committee. In the studio, Tanisha Cordell, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Tanisha. Well, past couple days have been soggy, filled with rain. Lookouts didn't get to play. Braves didn't get to play. We're just wondering what's happening next.
It's the weekend. We want to know if the rain will continue. Paul Barris joins us with answers for us.
Throughout this evening, those rain showers will continue. They're coming right along Interstate 24, heading down towards the south and east. Some moderate rain just south of McMinnville all the way to Monteagle. And again, this is all dropping down to the south and east. And it's sort of ending a little bit out towards the Nashville area. So we'll see a lot of these rain showers end. As a matter of fact, Vipercast is painting this rain ending by midnight at the latest. And clear skies in the morning, but it doesn't last long. Clouds will be increasing around 11 o'clock, noon or so, and then we'll see some more showers move in, possibly even a thunderstorm by evening. And then it's out of here by midnight again, and we'll see clearing skies coming up right into Sunday. Lots of sunshine coming back, and by Monday morning, it looks like clear as a bell. We're looking at about somewhere between a quarter to a half inch of rain coming up, mainly for tomorrow, a little bit for this afternoon and this evening, but mainly for tomorrow, late in the day and into the overnight hours, and then it's out of here again. So expect another quarter to half inch of rain. Boy, we have gotten lots of rain. We'll tell you how much and what to expect right into next week, too, on my 7-day forecast.
Paul, thank you. Daniel Clark, the Dayton man charged in connection with the Nashville murder, was supposed to be in court this morning. His appearance has been rescheduled for next Friday. He's accused of shooting a gas station clerk In Nashville, police say Trinity Quinn ran off with Clark on Monday. They were eventually captured in a wooded area in Bellevue in Nashville on Wednesday. Both Quinn and Clark face criminal homicide charges.
2 recent high-profile cases involving teenage girls running away with older men has caused some parents to wonder how closely should they monitor their kids' phone and internet activity. We talked to Chris Sands, a youth pastor and community liaison for Memorial Hospital's Teen Dating and Violence program. He recommends parents use Net Nanny and Teen Safe to monitor their kids' web history, their texts, phone calls, and location.
It's important and it's imperative that we have these particular social sites and these sites to help parents know and identify what's going on, especially with someone that's older, with a 15-year-old. I mean, wow, you know. So it hurts, but it happens every single day.
Sands travels to different schools talking to students about this, and his message is know your worth and your value.
A Chattanooga plant announced it will close, leaving more than 100 people without jobs. Officials with Robert Shaw say the plant will close in early 2018. The company invested more than $1 million to upgrade their headquarters in Illinois, and officials say that's where they hope to consolidate management, engineers, and back office. The Chattanooga facility has 134 employees. Robert Shaw is offering those employees severance packages and relocation opportunities. The company provides air conditioners and components. In just about an hour, Bledsoe County's high school band will perform for the last time. The Board of Education cut the program because state funding had been decreased. The band has 26 members, and the program has been around for 18 years. Board members also eliminated an elementary teaching position at Cecil Rigsby Elementary and the general music program at Bledsoe County Middle School. Coming up on Eyewitness News at 11, we'll talk with band members about their program being cut.
The 68th Annual Armed Forces Day Parade was this morning downtown Chattanooga, and it highlights a different branch of service each year. This year, they honored the men and women who currently serve in the Air Force. Chattanooga is one of the few cities in the nation with a dedicated parade saluting the armed forces. In fact, it's the longest running military parade of them all. Several veterans groups, high school bands, and JROTC units, along with patriotic organizations, marched together.
Georgia colleges must now allow people to carry concealed handguns on campus. Georgia's public university presidents and police chiefs strongly opposed the bill, but Governor Nathan Deal made it a law by signing their proposal, and now officials have to implement it by August. People are not allowed to carry a concealed handgun into a professor's office or an on-campus child care center.
Well, coming up, hail size matters to the National Weather Service.
That means when hail comes our way, there's a name for it depending on the size of it. We'll take you through the different types of hail when we come back from the break.
Showers will continue through tonight. They're not going to be too heavy, but we are going to see more rain. And then tomorrow, I'll tell you about another chance for some rain on my 7-day forecast.
with coverage you can count on. This is Channel 3 Eyewitness News at 6.
Well, you know, you hear hail described in many ways. You'll hear them say we have pea-sized, quarter-sized, golf ball-sized hail.
But how is the list of size comparisons made, and how is hail measured? Channel 3's John Martin asked Storm Alert meteorologist Nick Austin to tell him about it.
We are in primary severe weather season, and one of the things that we get everywhere really is hail. And a lot of people have questions about hail, including myself, that I don't know the answer to. So I go to the scientist, Nick Austin, talking about hail. You guys talk about quarter-size hail. You talk about dime-size hail. Then you start getting into some weird stuff. You talk about like hen egg size hail and teacup size hail. You're not making this up. This is actually science, teacup size hail.
It sounds strange, but you know, the Weather Service does have a list of these objects they use for hail size comparison. The way it probably started eons ago, probably 100 years ago or more, is a lot of people lived on farms, and when the Weather Service was just kind of up and running and just getting going, people would have to use familiar objects to compare against hail. Right. The size of the hail when it fell at their farm. You can easily say, hey, we had hail as big as our hen eggs.
Can you believe it? Right.
And then the Weather Service went back and said, okay, let's measure the actual diameter of these objects and make our list.
Now, when hail falls in one spot, it's often different sizes. You might have some nickel size, you might have some hen egg size. Which one is permanently recorded?
It's always the largest size. So if you get penny and quarter size hail at the same spot, the official hail size will be recorded as the quarter size because it's larger.
All right, and another actual scientific measurement, softball size hail. How would you measure this? Oh, we got like an 8-inch. How would this work?
Well, it's not the circumference, which is the distance all the way around the ball or the sphere. That's not the official measurement. It's the diameter, which is really just the distance straight across from the two furthest points. For instance, the hen egg is not perfectly round, and sometimes hailstones are not perfectly round. So you would measure the diameter from the two furthest points at the ends of the egg, as opposed to across the end of the egg where it's the shortest. It's the two furthest points.
Well, there you go. That is science. The more you know. Ready? Da-na-na-na.
And shooting star.
All right. The National Weather Service says the largest hail on record in Hamilton County was 2.75 inches. That's baseball size. It was found in Birchwood in May of 2006. The largest in the U.S. fell in South Dakota in 2010, nearly twice the size of a softball. Whoa. Coming up next.
That would do some damage.
That could kill you, right? Arnold Elementary alumni remember what it was like when high school seniors came to visit them.
They were big, but they were always so positive and kind, and I just really couldn't wait to grow up and be like them.
And now they're the big kids, and they're visiting their old school, making new friends, and they're inspiring these elementary students. School Patrol is next. And how do we describe the weather? Let's go with crummy. Yeah, that works. Paul Barris will let you know how crummy it's going to be and when it'll stop being crummy when we come back. These are all meteorological terms.
Well, be sure and start your Monday morning off with us on Channel 3 Eyewitness News today. After the weekend, find out what happened overnight.
Okay, listen, it's never too early to start planning your Mother's Day adventure. We're going to take you out. The Rose Society has several houses throughout our area that are allowing you to take dear old mom out to enjoy some beautiful, beautiful landscape. We're going to show you that and much, much more. Join us at what time, Latrice?
Starting at 4:30.
May is certainly graduation month, with several colleges and universities presenting their commencement exercises this week.
Congratulations to all. Now, at Cleveland High School, graduation is 2 weeks from today, but seniors are already involved in something pretty special. It's called the Senior Walk, and here it is in School Patrol. Cleveland High School seniors turned back the hands of time, riding the school bus to their old elementary schools. This group attended Arnold Memorial Elementary 7 years ago. If the school seems smaller to them, it's because they're all grown up and ready to inspire today's K-5 kids. Will Estes remembers the senior walk from his elementary day.
Yeah, they were big, but they were always so positive and kind, and I just really couldn't wait to grow up and be like them.
The seniors donned their caps and gowns a little early to send a message to their new friends at Arnold. After passing out high fives down every hallway, they answered questions about how to succeed as you move up to middle school, high school, and beyond. The fifth graders hung on to every word.
Yeah, it motivates me to make sure I get a good education and grow up to be something that I want to be.
The seniors talked about time management, study habits, avoiding drama, and making the right college and career choices. Arnold principal Mike Chai said his students hear these messages all the time, but it packs more punch coming from someone who's been in their shoes just a few years ago.
Oh yeah, you know, it's got to be, it's a huge deal. When they walk through the hallway, the students cheer like they are seeing rock stars. So it's like the entire building's a red carpet laid out for them. The seniors love it. The students love seeing it.
This annual tradition is a highlight of the year in Cleveland City schools. Fifth graders say they can't wait until they're wearing the cap and gown and can return to inspire younger students and thank their former teachers.
It makes me feel excited and kind of wanting to graduate from high school so I can come back here again.
I'll make a deal with you. In 7 years, when you graduate from Cleveland High School, we'll come back and get some pictures of you waving at all the little kids, okay?
Okay.
That's on my calendar, Caleb, 7 years from today. Now, that scene took place in each Cleveland City Elementary School as well as Cleveland Middle School as seniors gear up for one more serious task. The final exams start next week.
That was great.
So 7 years from now.
7 years. We have to. Caleb looked a little skeptical, you know.
You, me,
right.
Paul, will all be here saying hi to Caleb.
All right, let's do it.
Paul, you'll be around, right?
Well, you never know. Yeah. Take it one day at a time, right? That's right. All right, this is a typical example of what you call, David, a crummy day. It's not very good. Holiday Inn Camp downtown, looking off towards the northeast. Lots of clouds out there, and you can see more showers moving right across Hamilton County, moving out of the Sequatchie Valley right down Interstate 24, and there's more where that came from. So we'll see more rain showers throughout tonight. It's not going to be super heavy, but we are going to see probably at least a couple tenths more of this rain. So it's not a pretty sight. Now we pull back a little bit, and the rain showers go all the way back to Nashville, Murfreesboro still. They start to break apart west of Nashville, so that clearing line is going to move so close, ever so slowly our way. Right now it's 53 in the city, but it's 54 Dayton and Cleveland, 52 Dalton and Athens, 50 in Blue Ridge, 41 Murphy, but the cool spot by far and away with the west to southwest winds in Altamont at 46 degrees. 57, 51, the high and the low for today. 1/1600ths of an inch of rain at the airport, but you add yesterday's on top of that, you get nearly 2 inches of rain, quite a bit. 2.1 in Varnell, 2.2 in Chatsworth. These are two-day totals now. Ellijay had 2 inches with about 1 1/3 out near Dalton, with 2.4 in Cleveland and Soddy Daisy, 2.6 Lakeside. Mowbray Mountain had 2.2. Eastridge had 2.4, Lookout Mountain 2.2. And then north of the city, we had almost 2 in Spring City. 10 Mile had 2. Riceville, 2.6. Delano, 2.4. Murphy only had 0.6, while Turtletown had 1.3, as did Cagle Mountain. 1.5 in Dunlap, and 1.7 on your Colmont, and Jasper about 1.1 inches of rain. Latest Vipercast shows the first batch of rain pulling out. Second batch moves down by tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. Doesn't last long, scoots off to the east. We call these storms that come down like that clippers. In the wintertime, they produce quite a bit of snow, too, with usually very cold air. Well, this is going to be fairly cool air, but it's going to be dry coming up through Sunday, right into Monday, too. And then we're going to see a few more clouds late in the day, Monday night, and maybe into Tuesday, a few clouds. But most of the rain should head to the north and stay to the north. But most of this rain that's going to be moving in tomorrow night is going to drop somewhere about 1/4 to 1/2 inch of rain, maybe just a little bit more. 45 tonight with evening showers and northwesterly winds. Westerly winds tomorrow, 70 with afternoon showers coming back. 46 tomorrow night as the showers end by midnight. 7-day forecast: Sunday, still breezy and 70. Monday looks lovely, 74. 83 on Tuesday with a small chance for a shower north of the city. Wednesday looks fine with 85, and then more showers and storms coming up Thursday. And some of those storms could be strong by next Friday.
And you just think we're finished talking about rain, Paul.
No.
Coming up in sports, more state tournament baseball affected by the rain.
Yeah, it is soggy. They are still trying to play in Georgia. Jill Jelnick went down there with her gas card, and we will find out more from Paul Shaheen and Jill to find out what games are being played.
On the ice, the Nashville Predators are a win away from their first ever Western Conference Finals appearance. They're in St. Louis tonight with a 3-1 series advantage. In all 4 games, the Preds have scored first. Forward Cody McLeod wants that trend to continue.
Yeah, for sure. I think we got to keep pushing for that first one and get in their minds about that. So we know they're gonna come out hard, but we got to be ready and come out hard also.
You watch them do all these. Home ice advantage tonight belongs to the St. Louis Blues. The puck drops at 8 again. If the Preds win this series, win the game, they win the series, advancing to their first ever Western Conference Finals. Now, if St. Louis wins the series, moves back to Nashville for game number 6. The annual Best of Preps banquet landed another big fish to speak at next month's award ceremony. It was announced last month that Atlanta linebacker Vic Beasley was coming to Chattanooga. He's still coming, but the date has been moved back to June 27th. Not only did he lead the NFL in sacks last year, but Beasley helped lead Atlanta to the Super Bowl. Beasley is an interesting story of perseverance, if you will. He was drafted 8th overall by the Atlanta Falcons in 2015, but missed much of the entire season with a shoulder injury. He returned, not skipping a beat. Again, the annual Best of Preps banquet has been moved to June 27th at 6 p.m. So here we go again, a third straight day of trying to play a little Georgia State Tournament baseball. The only local team playing at home was Ringgold in the second round. Oh, and Gordon Lee, but hey, Have a look here. No one's playing at home today in North Georgia. Ringgold had to postpone their second-round series again. They'll play 2 at Appling County tomorrow starting at 1 p.m. Also in 3A, Cahola Creek is playing Game 3 at Pike County right now. In 2A, Dade County at Thomasville. They just started their doubleheader. In Single A, Gordon Lee postponed at home. With Clinch County, they start a doubleheader tomorrow at noon. Tryon at Schley County also postponed. Tomorrow at 2 they started. 4A, Heritage just getting underway on the road with Woodward in South Atlanta. We'll have highlights of that game courtesy of Jill Jelnick tonight at 11. In the big leagues, the Atlanta Braves played 4 innings last night. That meant absolutely nothing. Rain took it all away. Looks like the rain will be gone by tonight's first pitch with St. Louis in Atlanta at 7:35. It's the first of 3 straight at home with the Cards. And back downtown, well, the Chattanooga Lookouts are going to try to play a little baseball as well. Paul Barris knows more about that than I do. I can tell you, though, it's the Lookouts and the Blue Wahoos of Pensacola playing at 7:15 tonight. And don't forget, last night, as you see there, was Star Wars night. It's now moved to June 24th, and they are adding fireworks. So you get fireworks and Star Wars night.
Yeah, because they got soaked last night.
They did,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, so did he down
yes,
there
I
with
did.
them.
There's a soggy Chewbacca and a soggy Paul Shaheen.
Right.
Hopefully it'll be better on June 24th.
How about tonight, though? I don't know.
Let's find out.
Well, there are some showers out there, and they're going to continue off and on through tonight. It's not going to be as heavy as it was last night, though. So they may be able to stick that game in there, at least get it an official game. Let's take a look at your evening out. We got temperatures in the 50s pretty much throughout the evening, and then by midnight the rain should be over with, and 49 degrees for that temp. And the 7-day forecast has 74 tomorrow. By afternoon and evening, some more showers will move in, so anything tomorrow night could get wet again. Sunday, 70. Monday looks great, and Tuesday and Wednesday look pretty good too. Next chance for big rain will be Thursday and Friday.
Anybody got a pick for the Kentucky Derby? Anybody?
I'm going for Patch.
Patch, why not?
Sentimental reasons.
Read my mind.
Yep.
Well,
Bet $1, you get 30, right?
That's right.
Something like that.
Well, it's here on Channel 3 tomorrow afternoon, so watch and see.
All right. You have a good afternoon or evening. We'll see you back here at 11. Troglodyte.
Troglodyte? No.
Bledsoe County's high school marching band takes a final bow tonight after the school board cut the budget. We're talking to students at their last performance after Dateline.
And I'll let you know when our rainy weather is going to turn sunny again.